You kicked the blanket. I want to keep you wrapped up. Hi, guys. I'm going to keep you wrapped up. Maybe you'll fall asleep. Oh, my goodness. All right, let's see. Boop. Boop. All right, I got it. I got it. I got it. I got the chat. All right. First person, Sue, general. All right, we're going to do a general reading for Sue, okay? All right? All right. General for Sue. Hard work. First card that comes up around you is the Eight of Pentacles, which is hard work. A new course of study, a new skill that you're picking up. It could be something recreational, but usually the Eight of Pentacles is something to do with work or school or taking a course. Moving forward, you've got strength and you have balance and patience and compassion coming back into your life. And things can turn around really quickly or change very quickly in your life. It looks like there may be a new beginning. Ace of Pentacles, usually a business opportunity. It could be school, or it could be something that you do in addition to work and school that makes money on the side. And it may be something that you're feeling quite passionate about. Amorous, how does the 29-year-old feel about me? Okay. How does the 29-year-old feel? Undecided. Two of Swords in reverse, not sure. So on one hand, they think that you're very attractive. They think that you're very kind, well balanced, but they feel like either they have choices or that you have choices and a decision needs to be made. They feel like judgment, which would be guided by the divine, like there was a greater reason that you were brought to their life, but they're not 100% sold on, they're not trusting themselves. So they're still kind of like on the fence about it. Amy, what's Noah's future actions towards me, and can you give me a time? Timing would be sometime in the month of November. All right, let's see. Dylan, snoozing. So whatever's going on right now, your relationship looks like it gets better in the month of November. If we were going to go timing wise, because that's what the playing cards suggest. But basically it shows that there may be some ups and downs. There may be some fights and bickering, and you may feel stabbed in the back at some point. But there should be happiness around this relationship for the most part. It does look like it has its pitfalls between now and then where you could feel like things are moving forward, and then all of a sudden it feels like they're stuck or you hit a setback. But overall, it looks like there's happiness to come. New chapter. Why is George ignoring me? Will I hear from him? Okay. Yes, you're going to hear from him. Let's see. Why is he ignoring? He's dealing with something around his home that may have to do with money. Five of Pentacles. Maybe there's a repair or something that needs to be done. You're going to hear from him. He just may be, who knows, maybe he was fixing something. It looks like something that costs money around the home. Goonie, General. If you're not involved with anyone right now, you have a fire sign coming in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, who comes in with an offer that you can't refuse. This person may have money around them, Nine of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. You're finally feeling like all the hard work you put out into the universe is coming back. Relationship moves forward fast and there's success around it. Now, if you are with someone right now, your current relationship can take a positive, more passionate turn. Things move forward. Things are moving smooth. There's success around the relationship. But it comes up for you today is love. And it's good. It's positive. Priscilla, how does Eric feel about me? Will he open up to me? 70% chance he starts to open up. It looks like right now, and I don't know what's going to happen right away, because it looks like he's feeling very burdened. It feels like he's walking away from some situation in his life that may have been toxic. And he's got the Fool in reverse. So the Fool in reverse can mean that doing or saying something that you just can't take back. So I would kind of let him get through whatever it is he's going through or wherever he is in his life. I don't know what your relationship is with him right now, but it doesn't look like things are moving forward quickly right now. Oh, I skipped Susie? All right, let me go and find her. Oh, there we go. What's he feeling about me at the moment? Right now, he's feeling unprepared. Two of Wands in reverse, unprepared. A minor tower. A tower in reverse. It's not the biggest deal. It's not the biggest crisis. But he is feeling passionately. He does want to come forward. He's feeling a little bit more balanced. But Temperance is in reverse. So it's like he comes off with the Two of Pentacles as being much more balanced. But then Temperance goes in reverse and it's like he's upside down again. I think he thinks that you're mad at him because the Five of Wands. And then it looks like Hangman is a slowdown, but then you reconnect. He wants to reconnect. That's how he's feeling. And then that's going to be your decision when he comes forward. He may come forward with like a song and a dance and, and then you may want to wait and see what happens. But I think he's going to try to come back with like a song and a dance because I think he feels like he screwed up. I don't think he wants things to end. Sister, what's he thinking about the situation? What's he thinking about our situation? He thinks that it can be a disaster. He thinks it's a disaster, but if you work on it, it could get better. It also looks like he thinks that things could change for you two overnight. So he's sort of open at some point to allow things to change or to work on the situation, but he does think that it's kind of a disaster. Allison, will my two options in love be male or female? Okay, let's see. Will they be male? I'm only getting 33% chance for male, so let's check female. I think they're going to be female. Darlene. Hang on, I don't see Darlene's question. Darlene, I don't see your questions, so can you send them with purple hearts? Like I see the super chats, but I don't see the question. And you can put them in the same one if it fits. I don't know if it fits. And I will do a new chapter. What is George's energy towards me today? Balance. He feels balanced and he feels lucky. Like there's hope for you too. That's good energy. There's good energy around the two of you today. Krista, how is Jay currently feeling about our connection? He feels like a spiritual connection with the Hierophant. He feels like that karma is here. It's like justice, like things are going to work themselves out. Temperance, he feels like things are balanced, things are strong. He also thinks, though, that sometimes there's too much fighting or there could be fighting. And overall, he feels an emotional connection. I mean, he's another one that feels good. Leslie, I'm going back to my previous employer. Should I take the seasonal offer at the last 7 building or wait for the new building to open? Okay, let's see. Should we go back to the last building? I would go back to the first building. I wouldn't wait. Oh, did she kick you in the face? I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. All right, let's wrap her legs up. Maybe it'll keep her from kicking you in the face. Oh, Dylan. Poor guy. All right, we are at Amy. So what's on Noah's thoughts and feelings towards me recently? Well, he thinks that you're happy. He thinks you're kind. He thinks that he's got a lot of respect for you. He thinks you're attractive, patient, spiritually connected. He thinks that there's room for growth in this situation. But sometimes he feels like he needs space and you don't give him the space he needs. Overall, he thinks that you guys have a good connection. Emily, you just want just a general reading? General reading. Got an offer coming in that you're not going to be able to refuse with the Four of Cups in reverse, and you're going to be feeling very prepared. This can change your life overnight, and you persevere, you move forward. It may have something to do with a new business opportunity, a new job, or something that has to do with making money. It could lead to a lot of happiness, finally feeling like all the hard work you put out into the universe is starting to pay off. You could have a business partner, or you could work for someone who compensates you well and really appreciates you. And it looks like you have good luck on your side. So what comes up for you in the near future most is a new job or a promotion or a business or some way of making money that should really pay off. Adriana, how is he going to feel once he sees me again? He's going to feel relief and regret. Regret for the way that he's treated you. He's going to feel like an ass, but he's going to feel relief that he's finally seeing you again. Oh, did I miss any of Darlene's questions on the way down? No, I still haven't seen them. All right. Goonie, where am I on my spiritual journey? I don't know what you mean by that. Can you rephrase the question? Because I don't know how to answer that. I don't know where you are. Like, did you just start a new study or something? Oh, there's Darlene. Okay, Amorous. Was the 20-year-old the man I manifested? Yes. Darlene, for some strange reason. All right, that's okay. Just send it with like purple hearts, and this way I can see it. Oh, and Goonie, you too. Put it with purple hearts so that I see it. Miss Ronnie. So my boss was talking about me, and it got back to me. I'm tempted to spaz, but I'd rather let karma take over. Will it? Yeah, I would definitely not react to it. I mean, you could go to human resources and let them handle it. I'll tell you a story once after I do this. I'm only getting a 33% chance that you should make a big deal of it. If you do anything, I would say go to human resources. Way back when I was working full time, and I started teaching yoga, and in order for me to be given classes, they wanted me to go down and teach not a pretend class, but it was a certain time slot where they would audition teachers, and it was like in the middle of the day, like 12 o'clock. So she wasn't my boss, but she was the office manager. And I put in, she was the person that would approve me for time off, but I had plenty of time to take. So I took off from 11 o'clock in the morning until I guess 2 o'clock in the afternoon, a couple of hours. I put in for it, and I taught the class, and I came back to work. Well, while I was out, she went through the whole company. Do you believe this? She went to go teach a yoga class, and on and on and on. Now, number one, it's my private personal time. It doesn't matter where I'm going. I can do whatever I want with it. So I went to human resources, and I said, I'm like, what happens if first of all, I don't even have to give you a reason. I don't have to tell you why I'm taking off. I told you because I'm not hiding anything, and why can't I tell you? What's the big deal? And I said to Human Resources, I said, you know, if I would have said that I was going down to the airport to pick up my father, would it have been any different? She wouldn't have gone around complaining about that. But she's talking behind my back because I went to, you know, I want to further my education or my career or whatever. And the Human Resources sided with me. But the only thing that she could do really was go and talk to the office manager, which, and I know she did, made me feel really awkward afterwards. So that's why I'm saying, like, think about it, because I felt really like awkward afterwards, even though I knew I was right. And then, like, Human Resources said, from now on, when you take time off, don't even give a reason and don't tell anyone where you're going. But, like, to me, I was like, I'm not hiding anything. You know, it's not like I pulled some kind of a stunt and I walked in and I was like, oh, I have to leave at 11 o'clock because I have to, you know, it wasn't like, I was honest about it. And I put in for it in advance. So think of it, it may make things awkward. So I don't know. That's why I hate jobs like that. Yeah. Not easy. Definitely not easy. Sweet thing. What does it mean when you wake up with a particular song in your head and you don't even know how the song is? Is that a message? Well, you know, I have a hard time sometimes, like, with messages and signs, because I feel like we do get messages and signs, but then sometimes I feel like we want everything to be a sign, right? But law of attraction people would say if you think it's a sign, then it is a sign. I just watched a video from what was it about? Oh, it was Lori, the woman that I always put her videos on my community page. A video that she made years ago I watched, and it was about dreams. Because sometimes, like, I get on the fence about dreams. Sometimes I'm like, well, maybe it's a premonition, or maybe it means something. And other times I'm like, maybe it's just my subconscious. This is how I process things. And that's what's coming up. Because I'm, you know, obsessively thinking about this or whatever. But she was saying in the video I just watched about songs. She says that songs could be messages from people that have passed over. So if you hear a specific song or you keep hearing it, it may be somebody on the other side trying to give you a message. So yeah, I guess it could be a message. Yeah, I think it could be a message. You don't know. You don't know. Yeah, it could be a message. Take notice if it keeps happening or if you keep hearing that song, because it could be a message from somebody. Yeah. And interesting, because she was saying in her videos that you don't pray to the angels. And I always thought that you could. But in her videos, one that I was watching recently, she said, no, angels are messengers from God and they come to deliver you messages, but they don't take prayers, they don't take requests. But I guess it also comes down to what you believe. She happens to be a very devout Christian. So her videos and her beliefs and the way she talks is like based in Christianity. I don't know that all the other religions and philosophies would agree with that, but I was just watching videos before. That's why I brought, you know, that's why it's funny that you brought that up, because it reminded me of that. TD, when the Aries comes back around, will our relationship be better than how it was the past few months, or will it be the same? Okay. Can we expect it to be better in the future? 70% chance, yes, it's going to be better. I think it's going to have to be better. Otherwise, I don't think that you're going to be interested anymore. I think you're going to have other opportunities coming in. And when he comes back, if it's not feeling better than it was, I think you're going to kind of lose interest. I think you may be feeling like I waited all this time for this. You know, like he's going to have to do something that's going to feel different for you. So I'm going to go with yes, it's going to be better. Nicole. Do I have sex in my near future? I'm going crazy. I, everyone annoys me. All right, let's see. Is sex coming up? It actually shows patience. It's coming. Yeah, you will. You got magic around you. You have one ace, and then you have patience because it's coming. Yeah. So funny. Darlene, is Kevin missing me sexually and looking at my pictures? Yes. Oh, you made Dylan move because you kicked him too many times? Yes. Mysticalina, what is the Libra thinking of me? Libra thinks that you're very attractive, that you don't hold yourself back, that you're highly intuitive, thinks that you're creative, patient, serene, well prepared, intuitive comes up again, attractive comes up again, and thinks that you guys could have a soulmate connection, although they probably don't think on those terms. Probably just feels that you guys could connect in a relationship or in some kind of an arena. Emily, oh, thank you very much. You are very welcome. Goonie, spiritual messages. Spirit messages for Goonie. Three of Fire, abundance. Things look very good. Have patience at this time and make long-term plans. My favorite, Archangel Raphael. Intimate relationships. Carefully weigh your decisions. Good health. Nine of Earth. Enjoying life's little luxuries. Spending quiet time alone. Successful self-employment. Spending quiet time alone. I love when Archangel Raphael shows up. Oh, damn, human resources lady. But is there somebody over her head? There's got to be a hierarchy of somebody that goes up higher than her. Oh, man. It's just, it's such a tough call because you don't want to make matters worse. You got to work with this woman. I hate those kind of jobs, like when there's like a tier and everybody's, like everybody's a boss of somebody else and they have like one person working underneath them. I don't know. Okay, what did Bino think of the picture I put in my story? The first card that comes in is a wish card. So that would be like lucky, wishful. The second card is the Empress, which would be like attractive, good looking, prosperous, abundant, that kind of thing. Oh, I know that song by Paul Young. That's like an old song. CCL. How does M feel about C? Will there be a reunion? Okay. There's definitely going to be a reunion. He or she or whoever feels that C is intuitive, attractive, hardworking, they're going to reunite. There's some kind of a reuniting coming up. Mystical Lena. Does he miss me? We've been distant. Yes, definitely. Emily, who's my future husband and how are his physical or special traits? I don't know who your future husband is. I can't give you like a name or where you're going to meet him. I can look for traits, but I can't give you like, I can't say go to the library on Tuesday night. His name is going to be like his name is going to be this and he's going to be, you know, wearing a blue shirt. I don't know. The cards just don't work that way. Let's see. Let's see. What's this guy going to be like? Well, first it shows that you're going to have choices. So it's going to be more than one person that shows up that will be suited for you. But the person that you choose is going to be a strong character. He could be a little bit older than you, or he could come off as like, even if he's not older than you, he may come off like a fatherly type or like an old soul. It could be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, or a Cancer. He's a very strong character, even though he's a water sign. He knows how to assert himself when it comes to business, and he does it in a way where he doesn't come off demeaning or cruel, but he knows how to get what he wants. He's going to be crazy about you. You'll be well prepared. It's possible he's a Pisces. I can't swear to it, but he could have Pisces in his chart somewhere prominent. Rising sign, moon sign, sun sign, or possibly Venus sign. It looks like he's good with money. He has money. He's perseverant. He may be a businessman. I think he's tall, in good shape, well balanced. The Empress. He should be somebody who you find to be very good looking. Very good looking, a good provider, money. Yeah, he definitely has money. 10 of Pentacles. And he does look like he's spiritually connected. The Hierophant is here, so that's possible too. Let me see. Nobody's perfect. He could be a little bit tight with money, maybe a little bit on the cheap side or a little bit frugal. But he looks like he's a good person. He does look like he's a really good person, and that when he signs on to a relationship, he means that. I don't think that he's going to be the kind of person to, you know, half in, half out. I think that he's a strong character, and he knows what he wants, and he's pretty upfront about it. And I think that that's the one that you choose. I think that other people come in between now and then, but I think that the one that you wind up with might be a little bit older than you, or he may come off as older and mature, even if he's not older. Sometimes that happens. Darlene, I think I sent. Yeah. You could put them together. Yeah. Oh, was I talking too fast? I tend to talk really fast. Darlene, is Kevin missing me sexually? Yeah, and I said yes for that one. Is he falling in love with me? And when will Kevin text me? Okay. I'm not seeing love come in yet. It's not yet. Let's see. When will he text me? Could be within the next 10 days. But I'm not seeing love yet. It could be in the future. All right, I'm going to go back up to the top. Tara, I'm having sleepless nights. Can you please tell me what I can do about it? Breathing exercises are great. Lavender. Lavender really works wonders for sleep issues. You can, if you can't find it, if you can't, are having a hard time finding it, you can get like body wash for babies. It usually has lavender in it. Take a bath before you go to sleep, and it should help you fall asleep. Chamomile tea is great. There's a lot you can do for sleep issues. You can also increase your physical activity during the day. That can help. Meditation, binaural beats. Binaural beats, you can get them on YouTube. And a lot of the videos will play all night, like 8 hours long. You can type in, you want to look for the solfeggio scale, and depending on what you want to connect with or what you think may be bothering you, you can listen to one of those songs, and there's so many different types. 528 hertz is the frequency. I think it's 528 is the frequency of love, and you can get a video and it'll play all night, and it should help you sleep. There's also ones that are designed for rest and relaxation. Just make sure that when you look in the description box, some of the binaural beats need to be listened to with headphones. So just make sure that you find one that doesn't, that you can just play it near your bed, and it should put you to sleep. What else? You can take a bowl of water and put salt in it and put it underneath your bed. That should absorb any negativity that's around you, or any entities or anything that could be floating around that's keeping you awake. Just make sure that you change that water every day. Salt lamp, piece of selenite. I can go on. Selenite tower. I guess mine's in my bedroom. They're not expensive. It's you can get, they're about that big. You can order them online, and they're supposed to help you sleep. Put it underneath your bed or put it next to your bed. Salt lamps too. Ashley, should I send Joe a letter? My mother always used to tell me, don't put anything in writing. That's what she always used to tell me, because she said you can't take it back, and then you never know what happens if it doesn't get to him for whatever reason, or somebody intercepts it. You just never know with a letter. My mother would always say, don't send a letter. So I never sent letters to anybody. But let's see what the cards suggest. The cards are suggesting that it wouldn't be a bad idea. The cards suggest that you can send him a letter, yeah. Ashley, how's Edwin feel about what I said to him? All right, I don't know what you said to him, but you've got the Lovers in reverse and you have the Two of Cups in reverse, which would indicate that it wasn't so good, or he didn't take it well, or he won't be taking it well. The Judgment card is here, which could be being guided by the divine. So the powers that be may be watching over this situation, but with Lovers in reverse and the Two of Cups in reverse, I would say he didn't take it well. Goonie. If those two people I'm thinking of set me up. 70% chance, yes, they did, and they feel regret around it. There's regret around it. Not that that makes it better, but they do feel regret. Bobblehead, when will I have love in my life? You know, you could find somebody or something could change in the month of May. If it doesn't happen in May, the fall looks really hot. It could be May of this year, or it could be sometime this fall. Kira, General for CCL. You're letting past regret and pain and bullshit move into the past, which is a good thing. Moving forward, you may feel like you have a long road ahead of you, but there's success coming in. Take it one step at a time. You're heading towards serenity. You have patience on your side, and you have justice. You got good karma coming in. Also, letting go of anxiety, which is good. And the Fool is here. Fun, carefree times. Doing things out of the blue, some stuff that's fun and like you don't have a care in the world coming up. You know, like the Fool is, it could also be starting a new journey or doing something where it's like spur of the moment. Like you get in the car and go to the beach, or you go, you know, you walk past a tattoo parlor and you walk in and get a tattoo. Something like that. Adriana, I had a vision of him marrying me at 39. Is that true? I'm only getting a 33% chance that that's true. So depending on how old you are now, this just could be a timing thing. It could be like 39 is far away. So that's why this comes up. It could be that by the time you hit 38, it might go up to 70%. You know what I mean? Sometimes if something is far away, the percentage will be lower. Darlene, is Kevin still fighting with Cheryl? I'm only getting a 33% chance that they're fighting right now. Adriana, how is his wife gonna be? She'll be very connected to him. She may be good with business. He's going to appreciate her. She may be really good when it comes to business. She could be a Virgo, or she may be very smart. The Hermit card is here. She also might have a love of adventure. She'll be very kind, nurturing, caring, and hardworking. Bobblehead, when will I get married? It could be next winter, not this winter coming up, but the following one. Adriana, how's my first date with my future partner going to be? It's going to be awkward for like the first 20 minutes. And then it's like things start to move a little bit smoother. And then you guys wind up having a good time. And it shows that things go smooth towards the end. There's happiness that comes in. But it might be a little bit awkward in the beginning. Cece, when will M and C reconcile? Who will be the first to talk? Reconciliation may come within the next 12 weeks. I think C is the first one to talk or to reach out. Nicole, when are they breaking up? Six of Hearts could be June. It could be June. They may go back and forth a couple of times, and then it may fizzle out after that. But I think something significant happens in the month of June. Let me go up to the top. Angel, does David miss me and want to see me? Okay, let's have a look. Yes, I do think he misses you and he wants to see you. Bobblehead, will I have a love or arranged marriage? Could it be with an ex I have in mind? Okay, let's ask first. Will I have a love or arranged marriage? Will I have a love marriage? Will I have a love marriage? I think you might have an arranged marriage. That comes up stronger at this point anyhow. Let's see, could this be with somebody from the past? Could it be with an ex? Could the arranged marriage in the future be with an ex from the past? 70% chance, yes, it could be with an ex from the past. All right, let me go back up to the top. Yasmin, oh my God, 911. All right, I just can't remember now what video it was, but I just watched a video that Lori put out years ago on her channel. Damn, it probably says, I think it says something about numbers. The video is like 3 years old, and she mentions if you see 911, and I can't remember what she said. I think she said that the angels are trying to tell you that there's an emergency, or they're trying to contact you with an emergency and not to ignore it. She said the 411 is they're trying to give you information. She also said that when it comes to numbers, what means something for you may not resonate with somebody else. So sometimes it may be something that's in particular to you and you only. Now your question disappeared, so I don't even see it. But like, say for example, you keep seeing, like, I see 902 sometimes. That was my grandmother's birthday, so that might mean something to me but not to you. So that could be significant. Damn, you know what I'll do? I'll find the video and I'll post it on my community page after we get off this. So check my community page later, because she went into detail about what all numbers mean. Oh, you're welcome, Bubblehead. Thank you. Yeah, I'll put. I can't remember the name of the video. I'll post it in the on the community page. Just why people that have questions about numbers. All right. What's Anthony saying about? See, Miss Anna writes, "You're funny, but you're scaring me." Oh my goodness. No name. Want to know if my ex was toxic? We were very short-lived. Okay. Okay. Is the ex toxic? %70 chance, yes, toxic, but the 30% chance comes up as caring. So he may have been someone who was a little bit off within himself, and you maybe just saw the bad part of him. Sometimes our personalities, like, you could pull the bad side out of him, but then like your personality or the way you connect with him, but then you might connect with somebody else and the best comes out of them. You know what I mean? Like sometimes we don't all connect with the same people in the same way. So you may have seen a really ugly side of him. And yeah, I don't think he's 100% bad, but yeah. I did that one. Mihak 503, is Libra thinking of contacting me, and if so, when? He is thinking about calling you or contacting you. Let's see when. It could be before the spring ends. Jessica A. If he wants things to get better between us, will he let go of the third party eventually because he knows it will cause drama? Okay, let's see. 70% chance, yeah. He'll let go of the third party, but I don't know. It's going to take a lot for you to rebuild your trust with him. I'm not so sure that at that point you're going to trust him anymore, because it's going to take some time, and there's going to be a lot of back and forth with this third party nonsense. Elantra, did Marquis bring me up to his girlfriend? I'm only getting a 33% chance that he brought you up. I don't think so. Maybe just not yet. Elantra, is Marquis still mad at me? I think he's still mad. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but it looks like he hasn't let go of it yet. Let me go back up. Jasmine, may I have advice on how I should react to tea? Should I be cold open? Okay, let's see. How should I react to tea? All right. The first card that you have here is hold yourself back. So I don't know, like, what you mean. Like, would you be somebody that shows up like guns blasting because like you're really pissed off and like hard to calm you down? Then the cards would suggest hold yourself back a little. I'm not a big fan of not saying what's on my mind, like especially if this is somebody that's mad at me, or if I'm in a relationship with someone. Like, I like to say it. I don't want to beat around the bush. I don't want to try to give hints. People don't understand that shit. I would rather just go right to the point and be honest about it. But this suggests holding yourself back. So I'm just curious as to whether or not you have a temper, because that could suggest to hold yourself back. Don't do anything crazy. But it looks like there's going to be hard work. You guys may be working on the relationship, excuse me, and then there could be this could even be a new beginning, but this would be fun times or spontaneous times ahead. So, like I said, I wouldn't tell you to hold yourself back, but the card suggests that. So that's, I don't know if if you have like a hot temper and you would like go in and you would be like yelling and screaming, then that could be why the cards are suggesting to hold yourself back a little bit. But I would say express exactly how you feel. Because, you know, all of this, I'm going to post this so he thinks that. And what did he think of this picture? And, you know, what did he think when he saw me talking to Joe Schmo? There's too much. It's too much bullshit. If you want someone to know something, you got to go right to the source. And you have to go right to the point. He said this, she told me that, I asked my friend Sally to ask him. It's all of that. There's too much that gets screwed up. So my suggestion would be to don't get crazy and fight, but I would tell them exactly how you feel. Jennifer, my Scorpio okay with talking to me when I need someone to talk to when I'm down. Okay. I'm only getting a 33% chance. So I would be careful because to me, the way that comes off, and I could be wrong, but the way that I kind of see that is that using an excuse to talk to him, and he may start to feel like she calls me all the time to complain. You know what I mean? And he may not respond well to that. I would, if you wanted to keep contact open with him, I would still continue to talk to him, but I wouldn't go to him only when you feel down, because I think that he's going to start to feel like she's looking for something from me, or she wants me, like, why is she telling me this? You know, like that kind of stuff. And it feels to me like an excuse to reach out to him. And if it feels like that to me, it might feel like that to him. And I would rather you be sincere in contacting him, because I think that you'll go further with the relationship. Nicole, been thinking about Arizona a lot. Should I move? That's one place I've always wanted to live. I absolutely love it there. The only thing that scares me a little bit are snakes. Well, no, they scare me a lot. But every time I've been there, there was only one time that I saw one, and we were out in the desert. And we were out in the desert, so it's not like it was, you know, near the motel or anything. I get a 70% chance you should move there, and the Hierophant. So you may feel very spiritually connected there. I don't know if you have a calling like to go to Sedona or, you know, Jerome or any place in that area. There's Jerome, Prescott, Cottonwood, Oak Creek. You may feel like a spiritual connection there. I definitely did. The only thing that, well, I was also surprised that I didn't feel like it was any cheaper to live out there. We went because we went into real estate and we were looking at, you know, examples of what it costs. Didn't seem like it was much cheaper to live there than it is here in New York. But the one thing, even though I'm not a huge party animal and I don't really go out and stay out late, everything out there at the time, I mean, I haven't been there in a while, closes early, and the pace seems to be very slow. And I seem to be very fast and kind of all over the place. So I don't know if it would, I don't know if it would get like boring for me after a while, at least where I was. And we always went to the same place. But you may feel very spiritually connected there. Susie, when he reads my message, will it make things better? Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. It's not going to be a miracle, but it'll be a little bit. Anna, how is Christopher feeling towards me today? Feels that you're successful, strong, perseverant, patient, kind, nurturing, passionate, spontaneous, happy, fun to hang out with, fun to be around, sometimes a little bit argumentative, attractive, and successful comes up again. Stephanie, how is T feeling after our talk tonight? He feels grounded. He feels connected. He feels stable. Connected comes up again. He's feeling better today than he has in a long time. This was a good day. He feels a little bit like he held himself back, but for the most part, he feels good. He feels connected, grounded, down to earth. Almost like he can breathe a sigh of relief. He's not 100% ready to exhale, but he's starting to feel a little bit like maybe things aren't going to be so bad for him after all. Like he feels like, all right, things will just work themselves out. Anna, how does Christopher feel about our conversation last night? He feels balanced. Two of Pentacles, balanced, passionate, like things are moving forward. Like things are moving forward, but slow and steady. He feels like there's hard work. He put in a lot of hard work, or you put in a lot of hard work, and that now he can breathe a sigh of relief. He's a little bit more ready to exhale. Rosie, what are my bosses going to talk about the letter I wrote them or feel about me? They feel like they're holding themselves back. And Eight of Wands is in reverse, which means like nothing is changing quickly. So I don't know what your letter said, but it looks like they may be a little bit heartbroken, upset about it. And they're holding themselves back. And they're not letting things change. So I don't know what your letter said. But they look like they're a little bit prepared to deal with the situation. But I don't know what your intentions were, because they look like let down and disappointed, but things are not going to change, and they hold themselves back. So I don't know if they want to say something that they just can't say, or they can't respond the way they want to respond, something like that. Yeah, I don't think that they're going to be too happy. I don't know what you said, but the Three of Swords would indicate heartbreak or disappointment. Rosie, general love, possible month to meet people. Okay. General love. things can change for you quickly. You could have a new beginning with an air sign, a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius that brings a lot of balance back to your life. It could happen within the next 3 months. All right, everybody's curious about Anthony, so let's do Anthony's question. I'm kind of curious too. A little crazy question. What time should I walk around to her apartment to meet her? She cut out communication. Okay, let's see. And what are the masks? Maybe you're giving him masks because of the virus, that kind of gift? Because that would make sense. There goes the phone again. That would make sense. I don't have a mask, so I have to put a bandana around my face and look like the Lone Ranger when I go into any place. And everybody else always has a normal mask, and I have this bandana on my face like the Lone Ranger. All right, what time should we walk past her apartment? Cards suggest 3 of hearts, which would be, I would say 3 in the afternoon. I don't know. Now listen, if you really want to meet her outside her apartment, I would figure out what time she gets home from work. And then I would be out there around that time. I'm not going to tell you not to stalk, because you know something? If you just happen to be walking by, I don't know how you're going to walk by and then give her masks, but the thing is that sometimes when somebody cuts communication, see, this is the other side of it. You know how many times I say to people, don't fucking block somebody if you want to hear from them, right? I say it all the time. Well, maybe she blocked him, but she's looking for him to show up, because that's what other people are looking for. So I would tell you, I mean, the card suggests 3 o'clock, or maybe no earlier than 3 o'clock. Maybe that's the earliest. I would find out, like get an idea of her schedule. I'm thinking a little bit later in the day, maybe. And just being in the area is not a bad thing. You just kind of bump into one another. People do it all the time. Don't worry about it. Marth, reading on Casper the Aries. All right, Casper, let's see what's going on with Casper. First thing that comes up around him is indecision. He doesn't know what he wants. 2 of Cups is in reverse, which means he's not, I don't know that he's looking for a love relationship, or he may be getting out of a love relationship. 2 of Cups is a breakup. It looks like around him his life can change quickly, but he's been very lax, not putting in much effort when it comes to work or school or whatever it is that he does all day. 7 of Cups, he's got choices around him, but he's having a hard time making decisions. Celebration around him, but that may be like a social type of thing, because it looks like the Death card is here, so he's not evolving, he's not changing, and he's not growing. He's kind of like in a standstill. He may be more concerned right now with partying over anything else, or having a good time. Yes, I do have a very good idea, but I can't talk about it now. I just wish him well. I hope he's fine. I do know how he's doing. Oh, you wear a bandana too? I have them. I have so many because I wear them teaching yoga, because I sweat so much, and then the coconut oil that I put in my hair runs in my face. The bandanas absorb some of the sweat, and the sweat is so bad for your hair. So I have them. I have them in all different colors, but I gotta wrap them around my face. It's whatever. Well, it doesn't sound like him at all. That's what comes up. I don't know. I don't know. If you wanted to ask a more specific question, I mean, this is what's coming up around him. Malapali, I dreamt of my ex-suitors and my ex-boyfriend from way back. What does this dream mean? Let's see what the cards say. Use your intuition. First card that comes up. Death card. Things are evolving. Things are changing. Have patience. Patience. And you're growing spiritually. It also looks like you're going to have an offer that comes in that you're not going to be able to refuse. It may have something to do with money. It might be having something to do with leaving the past in the past because the Six of Swords is here. Six of Swords would be moving on to something better. So that's possible. Mars, me and Aries in the future. I don't know what's going on with the two of you right now, but this is what it shows. The first card here is heartbreak, Three of Swords, and then the next card is a Tower moment, but it's minor because the Tower is in reverse. And then it looks like there could be an argument of some type over an indecision. Indecision comes up around him again. Use your intuition when you deal with this person, and because the Lovers is in reverse again. So I don't know what your relationship is with him right now. If you guys are a couple, I would say look out for an argument that could cause a breakup. It would take a lot of work to repair the damage from the fight, so I would try to avoid it. And it looks like he's got a lot of indecision around him. I don't know what the indecision is about, but like trouble making choices. He's got different choices to make, but he has trouble making the decision. And then it leads to arguments. There's arguments around here. He's worried about something too. He's got anxiety around him. There's anxiety around him. I would just be careful that you don't get into a fight with him. I would try to avoid a fight. Avoiding the fight will be easier than trying to fix it after you have it. Mimi, should I approach the Virgo, my crush? I'm only getting a 33% chance at this point, but you have the Four of Cups in reverse, which means they may approach you. Four of Cups in reverse could be an offer that you're not going to be able to refuse. 33% chance, maybe just give it a little bit of time before you approach. The timing just might not be there yet. All right, let me go back up. All right, let me see. There's a lot going on in the chat here. Leah, I've been seeing my ex in dreams. Is he missing me and thinking of me? How's he feeling? He has been thinking about you, and you got the intuition card too, so use your intuition. He may reach out to you, this guy. Yeah, that's possible. Maritha, how is the energy of the Leo towards me? First card that comes up is love. Love, energy, and strength and courage. Michelle, does he feel that I've moved on, and does he think I got back together with TY? Well, he thinks that you've moved on. I don't think that he's sure that you got back with TY, but he thinks that you've moved on. Jennifer, Scorpio's feelings towards me. His feelings right now are slow and steady and kind of weak. So I don't know what's gone on with the two of you, but it looks like he's not putting in a lot of effort. Lackadaisical with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Strength is in reverse, and then a slowdown. But he could come in out of the blue because the Knight of Swords is here. And then you may feel like you have good luck on your side. Watch out for an argument. Eight of Swords. And then you've got luck. You got luck here with the Wish. But it looks like right now he's not putting in any effort, or he's feeling like a pullback. Like he's slowing, not putting in any effort. I would give him a little bit of space, to be honest. Give him a little bit of space before you reach out to him again. Shelly, does he want to be with me? Why does he still keep the third party around? I got a 33% chance at this point he wants to be with you. I just don't think that he's finished with the third party. I think that that's going to end. I just don't think it's happened yet. So this may be another situation so annoying, though, when it may need time. You know, like it might just need to work itself out. Brooklyn, what's my ex's thoughts on me currently? What's coming up for me here? It's possible to have a new beginning with him, but it's going to take time. Six of Swords is here, which means he's like pulled away. He's pulled away, but the Ace of Pentacles means that there could be a new beginning at some point. But right now, he's either appreciating his time or he's, you know, taking time for himself. You have luck on your side coming up. And you're also won't be holding yourself back. So I think he's going to come forward at some point, but right now he's kind of pulling away. He feels like he either needs space or he needs time, or he's doing things that he likes to do that he felt like he couldn't do before. Valentina, general love. Slow and steady wins the race. Leaving a past regret in the past and moving on. Good. If you're not with anyone right now, you got a fire sign coming in with celebration. Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. This person may be adventurous and fun to be around. They may be very well balanced. They may be financially stable, but it looks like they're slow and steady wins the race kind of a person. They don't seem to jump into anything head first. Lucy. How does Brandon the Virgo feel about me? Does he like me? He does like you. He holds himself back. He might be a little bit shy. Sade, how many days until I hear from the Pisces? It's been a while. Could be 11 days, but it might be 11 days all in total. Rosa, I'd like to know if I will get pregnant soon or by the end of the year. Mm, 70% chance, yes, you could. Felix. When my Cancer ex returns, what will be his intentions? Well, when he returns, he's going to be hurt. Three of Swords indicates he's feeling hurt, feeling a little unstable, and he's battling anxiety. But he does want to reunite. So he may either be hurting at the moment or afraid of opening up a wound in himself. Cancer they're very tough on the outside, but they're very soft on the inside. A Cancer can come off very tough, like, you know, I don't care, or too bad, that kind, you know, but on the inside they really do. So I would just be careful when he comes back, because I think he's going to be hurt and anxious, and just keep that in the back of your mind when you deal with him, because I think he wants to reconnect, but he may not show that at the beginning. Jay Lesso, what's his connection like to the third party? He feels connected to the third party, but it's a double-edged sword. So it's like connected on one hand, a little bit on the other hand, like it's something that's not meant to be, or that the timing isn't there, judgment's in reverse. So kind of feels a little bit both ways. All right. I made it through all the super chats. Okay, I am going to take the moderators, and then I am going to go to bed. I'm thinking that I may change the time for tomorrow to do it, instead of doing the 5 o'clock one, maybe I'll do it a little bit earlier when she's sleeping, because she slept all afternoon, and then when I got on at 5, she was fussing. So I may be on a little bit earlier tomorrow. I don't know. I'll see. Depends on her. She looks so cute sucking her thumb. That's a bad habit. I shouldn't let you do that, but you can hear it. All right. While I wait for the moderators, I think only Mel is here. I will continue. Georgie, love from May. Perseverance. You're persevering in May, but there is anxiety around you. If you're not with anyone, a fire sign enters. Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Come in with an offer that you can't refuse. Use your intuition. They're very passionate, and they have a lot of respect for you. Or they will. If it may be somebody that you never met before. Chelsea, does my ex miss me? Yes. You hear Dylan snoring? It's my guy. Oh, my poor baby. CCL, love for May. Relationship starts to get grounded in May. If you're not with anyone, you got a water sign coming in. Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, feeling the weight of the world slip off your shoulders and being prepared to move forward with this person. Letting old heartbreak move into the past and you feel like you have the world at your feet. You also have a lot of strength around you. Thumbelina, does he want to reach out and talk to me? Yeah, I think you will. Shani, what am I going to do with this man? I can't tell you what to do with him. Let's see what the cards say. The cards suggest that you have luck on your side and you could have a new beginning. It does look like there could be a third party involved, and it does look like at the end of the day you may decide to turn around and walk away from it. And it could be because you meet someone new, an air sign, a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. Mel, general for the month of May. Okay. The beginning of May may start with feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. That may have to do with some type of regret. Let it go because there's nothing you can do about it. Moving forward, you have a wish that comes true in the month of May and feeling much more balanced as the month moves on. Stepping out of your box, doing something out of the ordinary can bring in some new choices. There may be a trip to water, spending time by water. Or the Six of Swords can indicate leaving something in the past and moving on to greener pastures. Your intuition is lit up in the month of May. And there's happiness that's coming in towards the end of May. There may be some decisions that you have to make around love in the middle of May that are kind of weighing on you. Somebody comes in from out of the blue that maybe you didn't think you would hear from. You have courage and strength in the month of May, and you have an Aries here. And that relationship with the Aries can move forward. It could be one of your choices, and it may be someone that you need to make a decision about when it comes to love. Alrighty, I am going to go, and I did all the super chats. I will see you guys tomorrow. Oh, come on. Jesus. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Thank you to everyone. Good night.